What's zoning? Zoning is the set of rules that determine how land can and can't be used and what can and can't be built. Zoning is designed to protect community health and safety by separating uses that won't work well together, such as heavy industry and residences. Zoning is also used to shape the places where we live, work, and play, and to ensure development of a community is in the best interest of its citizens. Zoning also provides land use certainty and protects the substantial investment people and businesses make when they purchase property. Zoning is made up of two basic parts: maps and regulations. The maps divide our community into different zones, and the regulations identify what uses are permitted in each zone and what rules buildings must meet, including height or density. The zoning maps use colors to identify different categories of zones. Residential zones are yellow and orange, institutional zones are blue, commercial and mixed-use zones are red, industrial zones are gray, open space and conservation zones are green, and custom or CD zones are purple. The other major component of the zoning bylaw is the zoning regulations. Every property in the district has a legal zoning designation. Each of these zones have a specific set of rules that specify how properties can be used and what buildings look like, including their size and height. Each zone includes a list of permitted uses that determine what types of development and activities can take place on a property. For example, single-unit dwellings are permitted in the residential 1 zone. Retail stores are permitted in the local commercial zone, and rock processing is permitted in some of the industrial zones. Each zone also includes a set of development rules. These rules determine aspects such as how big a lot must be, how high buildings can be, how much space the building can take up on the property, how many units can be built, and what size of front, side, and rear yards are required. The intent is to balance development opportunities on properties against the impacts on neighboring properties and public spaces. The General Regulations section addresses topics that apply to a range of zones. Examples include secondary suites, retaining walls, open space requirements, and accessory dwelling units, also known as carriage or laneway houses. Another critical section is the parking requirements. Parking consumes a lot of land and can determine whether a development project is viable. The zoning bylaw attempts to balance the tension between providing enough parking, minimizing neighborhood impacts, maximizing land use for uses like employment or open space, and encouraging options like cycling and transit. The rules for land use can have a big impact on our community. Learn more about zoning at squamish.ca/zoning.